Well, I said I was going to have them all on the rail at the same time, but I did try, but I couldn't. I had weirdness with my track for one thing, but I also had some issues with the third trailing truck attachment and clearances. And some of these guys, I think it was Gills, is lifting the without having the body on. The truck is the engine is light, and it's like bouncing, and it's not in perfect position, so it's lifting the front wheels of the tender when it turns and sharper turns, and that's because this is not in the right position, and the front wheel's hopping off because it's lightweight. I'm thinking that's it. I got a lightweight problem with this one. Its truck is working fine, but I've got it mounted in a little better position apparently, and he's got a little more loop in his wire. Gill's wire's tight because he went out the top, so I may have to rework his a little more. Number one is doing real well. Number two is doing real well. All three of the engines are running well. It's the operating with the wiring and the harness and all that stuff that's getting me in trouble here. So I'm going to have to kind of look it over and fine tune what I have. I am not sure. I think if I put a body on this guy, I can have a spare body somewhere if I can find it. And I have the body for this one. I didn't put it on, but I will. And then I will also rework the wiring. But we're not going to call it victory, although I did get the axle reinstalled, fabricate an axle, modify the wheels, insert the bushing ball bearings, align everything, put it back together, and get it clocked and running, done. And it's beautiful. It is square. It is in perfect center, and I couldn't have done a better job. It was wonderful. Just not enough time. Oh, he ran all afternoon. He ran all the way around every time, all afternoon. Finally, I pulled him off and tried another engine. So the number two is about the closest ready to go. Number one, I think I'm going to put a body on it and see if that solves what I think the problem is. Number three, I'm going to put the body on, but I think I've got more to do with his wiring. I may have to actually build him a new harness. I tried to use this harness, so it was a little short, so maybe that's the problem, but I'm going to see. I'm not dead yet, right? So we'll figure it out. But boy, I had the old Christmas train going. He ran out of smoke. I think I've run him so much I ran him out of smoke. And I had at least one engine going at one time on all the tracks. I tried the inner track. I tried the inner loop. I tried this loop. And I have to go through my wiring. I have to figure out what is wired to what and why. This left side of this guy, what is this, 18B, is not even wired to anything. So I've got a free controller right here that could run one of these engines. I don't know if I want to do it on the side or the main loop or which, but I should. This guy was running the main loop, and then this handle was running that inner loop. I don't know if that's what I want to do, but we'll figure it out. And that's another story. I just want to make sure the engines are good with the bodies on and everything fits and runs and clears and does. I'm positive all of the hard technical stuff is working well. Tuned and debugged and fitted and just doing great. It's this wiring, you know the old Flyer boys, I mean, they just had this cable and hung out in the middle of nowhere, and that works, okay? We try to get sneaky Pete and hide it and make it look cool and all that, and it just creates more problems. If I had it coming out the top and going down, or coming out the top and going down, would have probably been done by now. But no, we have to be cool and have to be slick. So we'll see how it turns out. But the three engines all run well, and I'm happy. So we'll take that and we'll go forward. All right. Boy, my cattle yard's getting all messed up. Got all these cattle cars. I got one cow. You know, they're hard to find with fuzz on them. Anyway, we'll keep chugging. I'll get her. Another day. Later.